welcome to the Traveling Introvert. Today we are going to talk about airline bookings. And the reason is 99.9% of the time, I highly recommend that when you are doing a booking with an airline, that you do it directly with the airline. Because if anything should go wrong, you have a delay or anything of that nature, if you book through a third-party vendor, for example, Orbitz, Expedia, any of those, they can't really help you. But if you book directly with the airline, then they are more likely to be able to help you because you book directly. And so that is the rule that I follow 99.9% of the time. However, recently I was booking travel to Colombia and I wanted to book through a specific airline, and two of us were booking actually. And so one person tried to book, and it came back with an error message saying that their card had declined the transaction. However, this person travels multiple times during the year. They know that, they book up weird airlines and so on and so forth, and they hadn't got a notification because they'd set up notifications with their bank that every time there was a transaction, they'd get notified. So they called and they were on hold, and they spoke to customer service at the airline for a good 20 minutes, but nothing was happening. So they ended up cancelling the transaction and booking through a third-party vendor where everything came through immediately. So then I tried to book, and I was like, your card's funny sometimes. Let's try my card. And so I booked. And apparently it went through. I even got a booking number, which was great. And then it said, wait 4 hours, and then you'll get actual confirmation. Okay. Waited till the next morning because I was booking late at night. Still nothing. I called up and I was like, hey, so it said wait 4 hours. I see you actually haven't taken the money out of my card. I just want to check what's going on, blah, blah, blah. She was like, oh, you shouldn't have to wait. It should be 24 hours you actually have to wait. And so I was very confused because why would I have to wait 24 hours for a transaction? On top of that, they said that I could not pick seats. And this is an international flight. Again, apparently shouldn't be surprised. Waited 24 hours and still nothing. I ended up cancelling the transaction and booking through a third-party vendor. Super frustrating. I'm a little wary of this flight now. I do have a confirmation number and it appears to work on the website, but we shall see. Then a second time I was booking different airline, and this airline was a Mexican airline, and I booked and they took money out of my PayPal account and I got a confirmation number. And then when I checked back 24 hours later, they were like, oh yeah, but no, you didn't pay. And I was like, well, I have paid. Here's my PayPal sort of information. It says that I've paid. The money came out of my account. And I tried to get hold of them on Twitter, and I tried to get hold of them on their email address, and I tried to get hold of them calling. Calling was fun because on the calling they had a thing. It's like, for English, press 1. So pressed 1. And then I'd be like, hi. And they'd pick up the phone in Spanish, and they'd be like, hi, can you put me through to someone that speaks English? Because it said, for English, press 1. And then they'd put me through to sales, and I'd explain the situation, like, oh no, we can't deal with it. You have to go to customer service. So I'm like, okay, so put me through to customer service. Like, oh no, you have to dial in, and they gave me the number. So call in, get to customer service, press 1 for English, and then they'd be like, oh no, we'll put you through to someone who speaks English, and then I'd be back to sales again who couldn't help me. And eventually this happened about 7 times, to the point where I was like, why do I keep getting put through? Like, what's the problem? And the person in sales revealed to me that they don't have enough people that speak English in customer service, so that's why they just keep putting them through to sales, and then I should call back between these hours because I'm more likely to get someone that speaks English. Great. In the meantime, I'd opened a PayPal dispute, and Twitter, they had been getting back to me very quickly on Twitter, this particular airline, and they opened up a case number, and then they stopped talking to me for about 4 days, and then they started talking to me again, but PayPal was very much like, if you don't get a response in 10 days, we're just going to give you your money back. And so that's what happened. And this airline has just stopped talking to me. And it was obviously just a glitch. What had happened is it had taken the money out, but it maybe hadn't gone through to them, or that their system didn't recognize it, or whatever it was. Even though I sent them the screenshots and I sent them this, and I also told them that PayPal was trying to get a hold of them, but they just handled it very badly. And I'm not sure I'm going to fly with this airline again. So airlines, funny old things. I do recommend still trying to book directly if you can, but always make sure you get a confirmation number, and then go back into the website and double check that confirmation number works. Because there's been times I've had friends call me up and be like, yes, I have a confirmation number, but they can't find it. So make sure you go back into the system and double check that it works and it's got the right times and flights and everything of that nature. I would love to hear some of your airline stories, so please email me at janice@thecareerintrovert.com with your stories. All right, see you next time.